Good morning to all our stakeholders in the energy industry, both the fuels and on the electricity subsectors. First of all, I would like to greet our respected ally in the legislative sector. We highly respect him for his innovative and out-of-the-box thinking. We really need our ally in the legislative field because we only execute what is in the law. But as I was telling Lian, of course, whether it's in the law or not, I think the principle is really equity and fairness. However, firstly, the Secretary Alfonso G. Cusi sends his apologies for not making it with you this morning. He's really indisposed since yesterday after the launching ceremony of the IMO, or the Independent Market Operator. Basically, the transition plan for the USM, the wholesale electricity spot market, from being an autonomous operator to an independent market operator. He asked me, however, to deliver his message and respond to questions you may be asking afterwards. His speech is entitled FIT and Beyond, Pace of Change in Reshaping RE's Policy Future. So here it goes. Before delving into the DOE's policy measures to protect renewable energy, to promote renewable energy, I'd like to inform you that the DOE is leading the implementation of Executive Order Number 30. This EO creates the Energy Investment Coordinating Council to speed up the processing of energy projects of national significance. Actually, this is in parallel with the good senator's law, because his proposed bill, which hopefully will be passed, will make permanent this executive order, because as we all know, executive orders really are applicable during the term of a president. In essence, this EO directs government agencies to act on the application of qualified and completely documented energy projects within 30 days. Otherwise, the application is deemed approved, as you saw in the Senator's presentation. This EO will streamline the application process and strengthen interagency coordination. The days when bureaucrats will take 2-3 years to act on an application hopefully become past. I am also pleased, this is now the Secretary speaking, to inform you that I signed last January 17, 2018, the Department Circular DC 2018-01-001 that will guide energy stakeholders in making the sector resilient to disasters. The circular aims to climate-proof the energy industry, make all energy infrastructure adaptive and resilient to any form of adverse conditions and disruptive events. Now, going back to the RE policy mechanisms, I signed last 22 December 2017 the Department Circular, which paves the way for the implementation of the Renewable Portfolio Standards, or RPS, in the main grid. Its significant provisions mainly are the creation of a composite team to closely monitor compliance and its implementation, and the annual review by the DOE in coordination with the National Renewable Energy Board, or NREB, and of course the stakeholders. This means that starting 2020, the distribution utilities electric cooperatives, and other mandated participants are required to get at least 1% of their supply from RE. The RPS gives RE developers another avenue to market their RE production. However, the contracting for RPS to be entered into by the mandated participants will be through a competitive selection process to ensure that there will be no undue hike in electricity prices that consumers will ultimately bear. Actually, this is really applicable to captive consumers. The DOE will soon conduct an information campaign to help the concerned sectors gain a deeper understanding of the RPS and assist them in calculating the figures on electricity generation they need to comply with under the RPS. As for the RPS for off-grid areas, the draft circular will be submitted to public consultations. I strongly urge you to participate and provide your inputs in these consultations. This policy aims to contribute to the growth of the RE industry and rationalize the efficient use of the universal charge for missionary electrification and improve efficiency in power generation. Likewise, the green energy option is being presented in the various public consultations so that the inputs of the stakeholders can be consolidated in the final version that I will sign. GEOP, or the green energy option, will give consumers up to the household level the option to choose RE to meet their electricity demand. This is part of our goal to empower consumers to make an informed choice. As to the status of the feed-in tariff mechanism, because of the drastic decrease in the price of both solar and wind technologies, the FIT implementation is under review. However, the FIT for biomass and run-of-river hydropower may be given consideration for the extension of 2 years or upon subscription of the set installation target capacity, whichever comes first. The set target is 250 for biomass and 250 megawatts for hydropower. This is in recognition of the difficulties encountered by the RE developers in securing permits and licenses, which is one of the reasons why EO30 was promulgated in the first place. To date, the present installed capacity under FIT system for biomass is 103.56 megawatts, and for hydropower, it's 26.6 megawatts only. The DOE, with support from our development partners, is currently reviewing the effectiveness and efficiency of the FIT implementation. We really want to ascertain its actual impacts and to know if there was welfare gain as a support mechanism. The focuses on the economic and environmental benefits, if any, of FIT system. The emerging recommendation as a way forward and to ensure welfare gain from the deployment of variable renewable energy, such as solar and wind, is to ensure their economic and efficient allocation by properly zoning them. This involves the proper techno-economic analysis down to the substation or node level to pinpoint the exact location where the variable renewables will be of benefit to the power system at large. We would then be able to direct the RE investors where they should put up their RE investment. The variable RE would be able to provide operational benefits by making good use of the existing grid infrastructure and avoid causing congestion. To conclude, let me point out that economic incentive to RE developers can be provided either through nodal auction or nodal FIT. In either case, the expectation is that pricing mechanisms will be based on the maximum savings at the power system level and not just on the least cost option for variable energy power supply. Thank you very much and salamat po. Mabuhay tayong lahat.